Hello there, lovely people. This is me, Ashley, here, sending my love to you from whatever reality I'm in today to whatever reality you find yourself in. I know that some of you will be thinking you're a bit late on this one, Ash, because today, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about pop culture and the changes, the Mandela Effect changes we've seen within pop culture. Now, I'm sorry, you'll be able to hear some banging about in the background. My cats are having a mad half hour. Please excuse that. Anyway, the reason why I'm making this video now is because I've just seen on my Google feed Jerry Halliwell from that bloody oh god, what were they called? The Spice Girls, from the Spice Girls in the 90s, talking about her famous Union Jack dress. And I did notice some time ago, to be fair, that that ain't the dress, because it really isn't. To me, in my reality, that dress was spectacular. It made a big fuss because it was, one, absolutely short. She was barely covered. It was like a belt, quite frankly. She was barely covering anything. And two, it was full of sequins. Full of sequins. Whereas now, it just looks like she's grabbed a flag, or in fact the tea towel that she describes as why she got the idea for having a Union Jack dress was from a tea towel with Union Jack on it. Well, it looks like she just got that bloody tea towel and wrapped it round her now. It's nowhere near as short, and it's certainly it's got no sequins on it whatsoever. So why would that? I mean, don't get me wrong, we Brits, we're not, woo, Britain, fly the flag, woo. We're not like Americans. We don't do that kind of thing. We're very reserved. We're not all flying the flag. In fact, it's actually seen as quite racist in our country to be flying the flag. because we're a multinational country with people from all over the world living here. So no, we're not really big into it. So we wouldn't be going, oh, that's an amazing thing just because it was the Union Jack. That's the point I'm getting at. We wouldn't think, oh, that's an amazing thing just because she wore the Union Jack. It was because you could see her pants and it was sparkly. So there we are, the Mandela Effect, having changed that iconic dress that doesn't... You're looking at it now thinking, why the frig is that iconic? So, yeah, there's that one. There's also, obviously, I'm not expecting you guys to not know these. It's just that it's come to my attention a lot over the last few days, the last few weeks, and it's really boiling me piss, to be quite frank with you, because it's not my reality. So again, my friend bobbed in to do a washing. I know she wasn't supposed to. Ooh, how terribly. What a rebel, me and my friend. On lockdown, she came and did a washing. Anyway, she is actually Mandela affected. She is, because she is actually seeing some changes, and I didn't realise how many changes she was seeing. Anyway, I was showing her Obla Dee Obla Da by the Beatles. A nonsense song. It's a nonsense song. And I said it had changed. So I played her Paul McCartney singing it while he was older, live on stage. And he sings Obla Dee Obla Da, Life Goes On. Not whoa, like I know. Obla Dee Obla Da, Life Goes On, whoa. No, it's now bra. Are you for real? So anyway, she didn't think anything of that because it wasn't at the time. So I actually played her one from the time. And the Beatles sing bra in that. Now, bra became a word briefly in Britain during the 90s. And it was very brief because it was a shit word. But suddenly we've got the Beatles from the 60s singing bra. It gets to me. These things get to me. Again with the clothing, you've got John Lennon and Yoko Ono, that iconic scene in the white room with the white piano with them both in white singing Imagine. Now he's in black, and quite frankly, that's another thing I want to get to. Actually, clothing has changed. It is changing, and from their colour to black, I've noticed a lot recently, especially with when I've been looking at Tudor England stuff. An awful lot of the dress in Tudor England, especially Elizabeth I, is black now, where it used to be gold black. Queen didn't wear black unless she was in mourning. But suddenly there we are, black clothes everywhere, and that's John Lennon, the iconic white room with the white clothes. He's now wearing black. I mean, what? What? You know, it's bloody frustrating because it's in our faces. It's difficult to ignore when you've got the words of your songs changing. You've got the dress that people were iconically wearing changing. And yet people around us can't see. And when I was saying to my friend about, and I showed her the original with them singing bra, I mean, this is what gets to me. This is what really gets to me. Barely a flicker. Barely a flicker. Now, she admitted that it was wrong. She admitted it was wrong. And if those of you that have seen it, I'm not expecting all of you to have seen it, one of my videos I did outside was because as I'm in lockdown and I look out of that window all the time. And across the road is a garage and it says no parking on it. The writing goes down like that. Well, it was white. Now it's red. Same writing. Overnight it changed from white to red. I'm showing my friend and she said, oh yes, yeah, that did used to be white. And then carries on. Now, that's the difference between us that are affected and us that are not affected. And I want to know why. How is it? I mean, she was freaked out because whilst watching Sleeping Beauty, one of the good fairy, not the good fairies, you know what they are. Yeah, good fairies. They gave her the gift of song. Now, she said she was freaking out. It wasn't the gift of song. It was never the gift of song. And I said, I know it wasn't. Basically, because all of Disney's princesses already have the gift of song. You know, they're all fantastic at singing. And so she saw that, got a bit freaked out. But she can ignore it. And that's what I don't understand. I'm showing her that the Beatles in the 1960s were singing Obla-dee, Obla-da, Life Goes On, Bra. And yet, nothing. It's like tumbleweeds with yeah, that's changed. Now, how is it that some people can see changes, know they've changed, know there's no real explanation for it, and then just still go, shrug? While people like me can't live with seeing the changes without... I get angry with them. I get angry with the changes. I still do. I mean, yes, I'm not losing my marbles over it. I'm not in the corner crying anymore, but it pisses me the fuck off. I don't like seeing the changes. It's not something I can just ignore. It frustrates the living shit out of me. You know, I mean, John Lennon now in black. You know, the song, you know, California Dreaming, I'll be honest, that was one of me and my long-time girlfriends. You know, when we used to get together and we'd have a drink. Oh, that was on the mix. It was on our mixtape that we'd have on very loud, singing very drunkly too. And I began to pray. Why would you go in a church and pretend to pray? I mean, come on. It doesn't even make sense. Unless you try... I mean, obviously, we've talked before about how divinity is being... In this reality that we're moving into, divinity is, you know, being washed away as if it's nothing. And there we have that. I began to pray, not pretend. So every time I hear that song, it pisses me off. You know, it's not just because it's words changing. It's not that simple. It's the fact that it shouldn't be changing at all. That's what it is. It's not, oh yeah, they've changed them words, I'm pissed off with it. They're not my words. You see, what you've got to understand, in fact, I'll show you what I made. I made this. I talked about it before, and I made this. Look, I wonder if you can see. Can you see that? It says, memories are the anchor of the soul. And that's exactly how we are as Mandela affected people. Our memories are who we are. It's not just a word in a song. Our memories are who we are. So bra in the middle of a Beatles song is fucking annoying. Because it's not me. It's not mine. It's not who I am. It's not my reality. And I hate it. I hate being... I mean, like I said, I wasn't even looking for anything. I'm just going on Google, looking down. In fact, I actually wanted to talk about about the Space Force, about Space Force. But then I saw Jerry frigging Halliwell with a ridiculous non-dress, and it got me wound up again. So, I mean, what do you think about it? Because for me, it's not just the fact that it's a logo change. It's not just the fact that a word has changed in a song. That song is part of who I am. That's why it bloody matters. Not just because it's a word in a song, but it's because it's the anchor of my soul. Everything that I've learned, been a part of, experienced, makes me who I am. My memories are who I am. So when things change and they're no longer me, I mean, you just sent a wash. It's like being sent adrift on a little dinghy, on a lilo off the beach. Go on, get out into the Pacific Ocean on your lilo. Good luck. It's not just because it's a change in a word. It's not just because it's, that used to be white, now it's black. It's because it matters, because it's our memory. And our memory is who we are. That is why I get so pissed off when they talk about us misremembering. We're not misremembering, it's part of the core of the people that we are. That's what frustrates me so much about people trying to debunk it. And also remember, there was somebody, I'm not going to name them again because it's not worth it, but I just caught somebody's channel and they said about sometimes we misremember. Well, sometimes every fucker misremembers, but don't be making a Mandela Effect video about how we misremember. Because we don't. Not in the important things that we know have changed. That's not misremembering. And just because somebody else does not have the same memory as you, also does not mean that it isn't a Mandela effect, because not everybody shares all the same reality from the past or indeed now. We're not in the same reality at the same time. We share all the big ones, all of the big ones we share, but then where there's nuances between us, and what might be a Mandela effect for you isn't for me, but it doesn't mean it isn't a Mandela effect. So yeah, it's, changing words and logos and, and clothes and things like that. It matters because it makes us who we are. That is part of the fabric of who we are as an entity, as a consciousness, as an Ashley. Because God knows this frigging body isn't me. This isn't me. Now, apparently, the female reproductive organs have changed now, so even inside us, we aren't the same. But what is our memories, our life, our memories about our own life. That's what they are. It's us, it's what we've been through, it's how we got here. So it's much, much more than, oh yeah, well, they changed that word. They did. Well, it did. Reality changed that word. Not to the people that have been all the time, but to me and to many of you out there. So they're not just, to me, logo changes and things have now become par for the course. But it still doesn't mean that they're not important. They are, because it's part of who we are. It makes me. Obladi, oblada, life goes on, bra. It's just ridiculous to me. Ridiculous. It's not part of the fabric of my being. And that's what makes it important when we talk about the differences in logos, in changes in words. It might not sound to other people like it's that big a deal, and it certainly isn't in comparison to buildings appearing and disappearing. But it is because those memories are part of the fabric of what makes me Ash, whatever it is that makes me Ash, and whatever it is that makes you you. So I just wanted to get that out of my system. Because, as I said, my piss was boiled. And I just wondered what you thought about it. I know we've all moved on, really, from logos and things. But I just wanted to, we're still confronted with them every day. We're still confronted with them all the time. It's difficult to bloody ignore it when it's there in your face constantly. So I wondered what you thought about it. And, what are the songs or changes in clothes or things like that, the lesser calling them lesser Mandela effects. What ones, boil your piss? What gets your goat? What annoys you? I really want to know that kind of thing, because although we've moved on from that part of the Mandela effect, it really doesn't mean that we could all, that I'm just dead casual about it all. It still annoys me. It still gets me down, because it's not my reality. It's not what made me me. Anyway, lovely people, as always, thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for being here, for being so supportive and loving and accepting of me. And, ow! I'm sorry, I'm afraid the kitten just actually literally climbed up into my skirt and scratched the top of my inner thigh. So on that, I'll leave you with love till next time.